What's up, guys, and welcome back to another LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga video. This is level 39, Chrome Dome Down, free play. I'm HTG Brian, and I'll be guiding you through all 6 of these Kyber bricks, including the True Jedi status, all 5 mini-kits, and those 3 challenges. Now, real quick, let's talk about one of those challenges. It's actually called Phasma-Tastic. It actually requires us to inflict damage on Captain Phasma in 9 unique ways. Good news for you, though, not only do we show you how to do it, we also have quick links for each of the 9 different ways to inflict damage, so we're good to go there. Now, there is another one called Heads Up Chrome Dome. Find a way to drop a TIE Interceptor on top of Captain Phasma. This actually doubles down as one of the ways to hurt her, so it also rings off part of Challenge 2. So we got Challenge 1 overlapping with Challenge 2, and last but not least, Trouble Underfoot, trample 10 stormtroopers in the ATST. That's like literally the last thing we do. So if you're in a hurry, jump to that quick link at the very end, which happens to be Challenge 3 for us. All right, here we are. We have removed all cutscenes and non-essential gameplay, and you can see up in the top left there, we got Challenge 1, Heads Up Chrome Dome, but also a labeling 1 of 9, drop the TIE Interceptor. So essentially, we've got this cinematic scene where the stormtroopers kind of activate the above conveyor belt there. We're going to actually take advantage of that by shooting down a TIE Interceptor. Now, there's lots of TIE fighters, but we need that Interceptor. It looks a lot like a TIE, but it has different wings, and I recommend focusing mainly on watching that conveyor belt because it's sort of random, and it only happens once to my knowledge, so if you miss it, you might have to start over. Now, funny enough, too, the aim on these things is a little bit wonky, so I really recommend aiming early and trying to lock on. Now, I get some stuff in my way and I almost miss it, but I get lucky and get it at the last second. So, drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot. All right, so we got 1 of 9 done did, but we also got the first challenge. Now, the next one is actually going to be for building the turret. So we're going to go ahead and smash the blue. They're like big pallets full of stuff, kind of flashing almost at you. Smack them both down, build them up into this turret, hit the icon indicated. For us, it was square. It's going to go ahead and lock onto Phasma and blast off. That's right, it's got a net gun. Woo to the who. We just trapped you. All right, last but not least, we actually are going to go to the front left side and roll that ball. But before we do, let's go ahead and take out the first of 3 little angry BB-8s. I'm not sure what the name of that astromech is, but he's like a little black and white BB-8, which I don't think I've ever seen one like that. Go ahead and roll that ball by hopping onto it. For us, the icon was triangle. And of course, once you roll it into place, it pounces up and hits her in the face, and she's out of here. In fact, she's going to move over to the far left side and take on a whole new battle. In fact, we got some stormtroopers to take out, and we've got a couple mini-kits over here as well as the Phasma-Tastic challenges. Now, you're going to see that challenge listed the whole time. Basically, through this whole battle, it's there. Each time we have a new way to inflict damage, we'll add it there. But we're not quite there yet. In fact, we're going to actually turn around and run away from all the trouble. And we're going to access this grapple hook back here. This is going to pull it down. All you got to do is grapple up, and it's going to rip this lift down. Once it's down, we're going to go ahead and hop on it and flip the lever that has now presented itself. And this is a weird zigzag upsy-daisy we go. Like, if you watch how it is, it's kind of like, which way do I go? Doesn't know where to go. Now, if you miss that angry BB-8, you can actually hit it from here. I missed it in my scout run and was able to take it down from here. So just in case somehow you maybe use a quick link or something like that, you can still take out those BB-8s from a distance. Now, once we're up top, we're going to smash a lot of boxes, but most importantly, we want to grab that mini-kit, which happens to be the first of 5. Woot! All right. We can go ahead and yeet ourselves off the top, or we can flip the lever and play it safe. We're going to do a little bit of both. And again, you can hit that first BB-8 from over on the right side platform there if you missed it, but I'm assuming you followed along and already nailed it. All right, as soon as we get down to the ground, we're actually going to head over to the left-hand side. You're going to see a TIE fighter on fire. We're going to run right by it. Right beyond that is going to be a giant gold box. Kind of looks like that question mark box that you can buy right now for Lego. It's like the Mario question mark. I don't know why it reminded me of that, but it did. Right behind that, after collecting the mini kit, we're going to go up on this sort of secret staircase where we're going to find angry BB-8 number 2. Take him down and make your way back to where we started. And over on the left-hand side, there is a TIE fighter that's sort of shaking. I don't know if he's scared or cold or what's going on, but we're going to go ahead and access the terminal right next to him, which is going to queue off, and it's actually going to take off and go blast old Phasma and do some damage. So this is one of the next inflictions that we do on Ms. Phasma. Upsy daisy. Look at that. Uh-oh. Should have made a left at Albuquerque. Oh, boy. All right, so there we go. Now we have to use the turret. So just like before, there is going to be a turret right in the middle of the floor. This time we don't even have to build it up. You do have to knock a guy off of it, though. Otherwise, he will probably try to take you down. I recommend taking out the other stormtroopers, too, just to kind of get rid of the distractions. That's always how we roll. And we're going to need a little patience here, too. We're going to hop on the turret, and we're going to hit her once. But we're also going to want to hit that battery right below her. Now, in my trial run, in my scouting, it actually opened up on its own. So I don't know if you can be patient and just wait for it. As you can see, I'm sort of like, all right, here we go. Anytime now, guys. Anytime now. But ultimately, I get off, I pull out a villain character, and I throw a thermal detonator at it and blow it up. Be careful not to yeet it up top and do damage on her, because although it might count as a way to do it, I'm not sure that's the correct way to do it. So we'll go ahead and pop that battery, and I'm not sure what's going on there. She's getting bounced around like she's on a trampoline. Eventually, she's going to take off and hop across those AT-STs in the back there. I'm not sure why it like went through that whole cinematic and then like gave us control again for a second just to like take it away again. But anyway, she goes up and rides this weird crane all the way over to the other side. And now we've got to make our way back over there, which luckily for us, our characters are going to do it on their own. Before we inflict any more damage on her, though, we are going to actually finalize those evil BB-8s. We're going to go find the third and final one. We're also going to show you where the switch is to do one of the damages, and also run around the back and grab a Minikit and a purple stud. So we got a lot about to happen here. And if you haven't already hit the True Jedi, which we just did, you will likely do it in a hot second once we get around the backside and pick up that poiple. All right, up on the right side, there is a ladder. Up at the top, there is an angry BB-8. I don't know why I'm calling him that, but we'll go ahead and take him down. Like, quite literally, he fell all the way down to the ground. And, of course, we're going to collect that Minikit, which was number 3. And around the backside of this weird scaffolding contraption here, we're going to find another ladder. Up at the top, look at that. Woo to the who. We got a Minikit. So do you. There's that purple down behind where Phasma is. And, of course, next we're going to run all the way back over to what is the right side. Actually, I'm going to take out a few baddies first. We're going to go to the right side, and we're going to find this fuse. We got a fuse inside. You might have to smack it around a little bit to get access to it. We're going to pull it off the rack and slap it right into the socket. It's going to pump it up and start moving some AT-STs up above us. So let's go ahead and focus on trying to shoot one of those and drop it on her head. Booyakashow. First try. Nailed it. So that is number 8. Now we're going to go, sorry, that was number 7. Number 8 is actually the lever. We're going to go to the same ladder where we got that angry BB-8, but on the left side up top, there is a lever we'll pull, and whoop, 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 whoop. It charges up this giant, like, looks like some sort of a jet or something, and slurps her in and does some damage to her. So that is 8. Last but not least, there is a villain weapon cache on the right-hand side, about halfway down. In fact, it's right next to where we pop that fuse out. Go ahead and use a villain character to open it up. And then because the flamethrower is too short, we don't want that. We want the blaster on the bottom. It's the repeating blaster, and we're just going to need to go ahead and aim it right at her, press and hold the button, and let it do its business. Now, if you followed along and got all 9, you should get a challenge completed. And, of course, we're going to see our buddy here run up and lock, I don't know, I guess it's not sabers, but we're going to go ahead and spam, 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 spam. All right, moving along, we are now officially in the AT-ST. We're going to need to stomp on 10 stormtroopers to complete the challenge Trouble Underfoot. Fun fact for you, though. As you might notice, as I walk around, I am using the stomp button. For us, it is X or circle, as you can see in the bottom right there. I trample so many by stomping on them, like way more than 10. Way more than 10. And I don't get it. And eventually, I just keep going around in circles as there's lots of guys, and they do sort of respawn, so you can kind of milk this as long as you want. but I found that it was actually best to just walk over them. Don't stomp, because in the end, after all these stomps and all these takedowns I get with the stomp, it doesn't seem to be counting them for me. Now, I know that some of you have pointed out in the past that some of the wording in our guide does not match up exactly with the rumor in the game. That may be the case here. I know there was one that said in the guide, in our guide, Tyler P. had wrote, take out all of the bad guys by the ATST. I don't remember what level it is, but in fact, we actually needed to take out all the bad guys and an ATST. Which is why in our video, like, it doesn't ring off. I take out the required amount of baddies, and it still hadn't rang off. And eventually, I end up taking down the other ATST, and it works. Now, that's not the case here in the sense that we needed to take the other ATST out. But I feel like you need to not stomp on these guys. Because look, how many have I got? I've got to have like 20 or 25 now via the stomp. But it's not working. And eventually, I think right about now, I start giving up, and I'm just walking around and trying to just trample them down. And as I turn around, I make a swoop here, and I think it's right about the time that it rings up. See, I'm still stomping, too. I'm like, God, do I need to stomp or do I need to not stomp? I don't know what's going on. Stomp it. All right, eventually I get it. I think it's the next guy I take down, gives it to me, and when it does, all we need to do is turn around, grab one more Minikit, and then follow the waypoint marker out of here. All right, there we go. I was going to say, I know it's coming soon. My notation on screen was ending, so I knew it was coming. All right, so we've officially got all of the challenges done. Now, in this back right corner, there is a weird apparatus. Go ahead and blast it. You likely got it in the story, but just in case it was still hanging around, you're going to want to pick that up before you cross this bridge, because once you do, it's basically the end game, and it takes us into a cutscene. You do have to take a couple steps to the left, but... Booyaka Shao. Cutscene removed. We're officially landing in the hangar on Hoth again. And, jeez, we're getting really close. I mean, we got 6 more levels of free play left, guys. Like, that's pretty awesome, considering that, I mean, there's a lot of levels. There's, what, 45 of them? And we got 6 left? Woo-hoo-hoo! Feeling pretty good about that. But Chrome Dome down, free play level complete. We got that status requirement here. In fact, we got, well, we needed 45. We more than doubled it. In fact, we almost tripled that bad boy. Sees my mouth. Yeah, almost. Let's see here. Challenge-wise, we got the heads-up Chrome Dome for dropping the tie. Actually, it was the special tie, the Interceptor. We also damaged her in 9 different ways, and of course, we trampled 10 stormtroopers with that ATST as well. And of course, look at this! We built up the Supremacy Microfighter here by collecting all 5 of those Minikits. So, woo to the who! We're feeling pretty good about our progress, and hopefully you are too. Now, keep in mind, that's going to wrap it up for level 39, Chrome Dome down, free play. Don't forget to check us out at HappyThumbsGaming.com, the home of our trophy achievement guides and more. Speaking of which, shout out to Tyler P. for putting our guide together for this one. And, you know, check us out on social media as well. But as for me, guys, that's going to go ahead and do it for now. As always, until next time. So